Hey Capricorns, welcome to my channel. My name's Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with tarot. Again, this is general energy, general reading. So whatever energy comes forward, each line of this tarot reading may not match together. It may not lead into the other. It may be different messages for different people, okay? So spirits, guides, angels, archangels, ascended masters for my Capricorns. Let's start with tarot and get some messages out for them. So we have the Five of Wands to start. Conflict, maybe even competition. That's fire energy. Be careful, it can become a very aggressive energy. Potentially even inner struggles. Okay, so something is trying to overpower you. It's an internal struggle or conflict, right? So and I can attest to this, when we are trying to, what's the word I want to use? Not desensitize, oh my gosh. Deconstruct what we have been taught throughout our lives. And this is something that everybody is, well, not want to say everybody, but I'd say about 80% of the world is finally starting to do this, to deconstruct what they were taught and realize how toxic it is and how wrong it is, right? We want to learn to think outside the box. We want the critical thinking. We want to take the things that we've learned in our childhood through our parents, but then build off of that or deconstruct that and create our own opinions and beliefs and how we want to live our lives. With the High Priestess in the center, something is trying to win. So like, it's kind of like you're battling these two things on both sides. You're battling an inner conflict, but you're also battling very toxic energy, right? With the Devil. Which is also Capricorn energy, ironically. Some of you could be dealing with addiction, okay? And what that inner conflict talks about, right? But with the High Priestess, what's happening is you are trying to understand and connect to your intuition, your gut energy, okay? And that's something that we've been taught to ignore, our gut, okay? So now we have to, and so it's kind of like someone here is doing both at the same time. And let me tell you, I've done it. It is really fucking hard, especially if you actually have to be out in the world day to day. If you can work from home, do it as often as possible. And this, I'm not saying it's going to be easier, but it's less, you don't have to deal with the outside world on top of it. It's one less burden to think about, okay? So anyway, so we have the Hierophant, Temperance. Gosh, we have a lot of major arcanas. You may be, oh my gosh, and the Justice. You may be going through a major transformation right now with all these major arcana cards coming forward for you. I'm hearing the Hermit, and I'm wondering if it'll come out. I'm not really sure if it will. Okay, but anyways, so with, ouch, sorry. With the Hierophant, it's Taurus energy. It again, it's the institutions, right? The societal norms. And with this with these steps and the light above, I'm really thinking that like you're just finding joy in life right now. You may not be aspiring to a spiritual awakening even though you're going through one, or a higher understanding. You're just trying to find balance in your life and justice, right? You're just trying to get to a better life for yourself, and the best way to do that is to work on those inner conflicts, those things that are just trying to pull you back from being the best version of yourself. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, it's awesome. You're taking charge. You're learning to communicate. Four of Pentacles in reverse. You're not hoarding or holding on to your money, right? You're putting it in the right places. You're spending it when you need to, but also saving it when you do need to save it. Like you're being very practical, okay? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles to add on to that. Being very practical. You know that the money will always be there whenever you need it to be there. You feel financially prosperous, okay? We have the Six of Cups, so there's definitely some childhood energy here, something from the past maybe coming forward to help you learn something. Or, okay, Seven of Cups. Choices, choices, choices. Maybe you have a lot to work through in your from your childhood. That's a very much possibility. With a Nine of Swords, there's a lot of pain to process from that time frame. You may not remember all of it, especially if you do have trauma in your childhood. There is a bit of amnesia when it comes to trauma, which is meant to protect you. And I will say, as someone who has trauma in her childhood, I'm glad that I don't remember all of it. However, you will still feel it emotionally, energetically, mentally, right? So you have to learn to work through things without actually having the exact answer or remember the exact scenario of what it was and why it was happening. Okay, you just know you have to heal something. Yes. So a death, rebirth, or a death card, Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Again, you're going through this death, rebirth, transformation right now. You're doing a lot of work on yourself, and Spirit is saying you are healing yourself. You are planting seeds that will eventually grow into this beautiful abundance of money, of life, of energy, of all of it. Okay, and it's beautiful, beautiful energy. The Stars, Seven of Wands. You can get one more card here. Yes, thank you. And the Ten of Swords. Are we still on the camera? Yes, okay. Star, Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're learning to walk away from the things that trigger you. You're learning to protect your energy from people that choose to want to, they're not doing it on purpose, but because they're unhealed, they're pulling your energy from you. So you feel really drained afterwards. You're really wishing for a better life for yourself, right? Sorry, I'm really thirsty all of a sudden. Drink more water. Okay. All right. Yeah, a lot of major arcanas. I'm really impressed here. I think you've probably had more than anybody else today. Anything else? I gotta know, but 2 cards came out. We'll just take these and we'll move on. So we have the Magician and the Five of Swords. So you may feel that, Queen of Cups at the bottom. You may feel like you're manifesting, and nothing is coming to fruition. You may be having money problems, I hear. Or maybe you're having trouble finding a job to support yourself. Just know that Spirit hears you, the universe hears you. You just have to trust and let go. They're leading you in the right direction. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Some of you are being led to love. Some of you are being led to being a hermit. Yeah, you kind of feel this low vibrational energy with the 5 of Pentacles. Again, someone might be having money trouble. Just know that that will end soon. And I hate saying that because I hate when I have readings that are like that. But there's so much uncertainty with us having free will that learning to surrender, right? You know it's going to come. You feel it in your gut, right? You just have to surrender and say, okay, I trust you. You tell me when it's going to happen, or just show me, or even just ask. Like if you're learning how to manifest, and you got to do it a specific way. And I just pictured, what's her name? Abraham Hicks. Look him up on YouTube. It's a woman that connects to other spirits, that teaches you how to manifest properly, and see if that helps. Or, sorry, I'm drinking a lot of water, so yeah, there's definitely a hydration needed. Or just ask Spirit to send you a message, right? Show me a butterfly today, or let a specific bird fly by me. Something in nature, okay? All right, so let's move on to the oracle cards. Let's see what comes out. Chaos and conflict. Yeah, you may be feeling like a tug and a pull in multiple different directions. One of those energies might be a soulmate trying to come through. Treasure Island, money is coming through. I love it. I know I didn't really talk. Well, I guess there was a little bit of love coming through, but someone here is hoping and wishing for a soulmate. And that's what everybody, not everybody, but most people always wish for. Treasure Island, money. Money is coming. It's coming from a faraway place. What else? Thank you. Yin energy, feminine energy. Someone here needs to be more kinder to themselves. Give yourself that space. Take care of yourself, right? Feminine energy. feminine energy can mean a lot of different things to different people. So I'm not trying to like force you to do something. Orphaned. Oof, that's a tough card. Someone here had to walk away, or multiple people had to walk away from families. So you feel very alone right now. You feel like you've always had to rely on yourself. Even as a child, if you weren't actually orphaned, but you felt like an orphan in your family, like myself, you've had to rely on yourself for everything. And you've had to work hard to get where you're at, and you still feel like you're not getting the best out of life. I really think there's going to be a turning point in the next few years. And I'm sorry to say years, but it's going to take time for the boomers to really start letting go of the reins. And once they do, it's not even like when boomers start retiring finally, but it's also, and I hate to be morbid, but when boomers start passing, because they're all going to get sick out of nowhere, and they're not going to be able to afford. Some people are going to inherit a lot of money because they're boomer parents. Boomers have a majority of the wealth right now, minus the wealthy people in general, I guess, but. Yeah, so maybe you'll come into money once parents, maybe that's what the Justice was talking about, you know, you will inherit some money. Okay, so we're going to dive into Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. Let's see what comes through for Capricorns. Thank you. Spirit of the dwelling place, okay, home, structure, foundation. So this could mean a couple of different things. You need to, the space that you're living in now, make it an oasis, make it your safe place where you only let certain people in, et cetera, or you may be, as I was leading into this, Spirit of the Light, awakening, new dawn, new beginnings. You may be buying a new house soon, or you may be inheriting one with the old school energy that it looks in that card. Congratulations. I hope that it's everything you ever dreamed of. We have Spirit of the Wind. Interesting. We have light, wind, and house. Activity, movement, disruption. Okay. For some reason, I heard an air sign. There's an air sign that's just going to come blowing into your world. Maybe your person is an air sign, or their moon sign is an air sign. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I don't see this card as bad. It's good movement. It's getting rid of the old to build new in that sense, okay? I'm also hearing maybe a storm is going to, that home is going to destroy that home, or at least bring it down to its bare bones, that you could rebuild it and build it in your own image. So it's no longer the horrors of your childhood home, but now you can, it's kind of like the generational healing by taking yourself, something that I did for myself was I deconstructed down to the bare bones of my body and my mind and my soul, and I rebuilt it because of everything that happened to me. I had to start over, and maybe that's what you need to do as well. Spirit of the Snowflake, special, irreplaceable, one of a kind. One of a kind. You are one of a kind. You are special. Don't think that you're not. Every single soul on this planet is here for a reason. Whether it's an individual reason or a collective reason, you are special. You are very unique. Don't let anybody take that from you, okay? Don't let anyone take that from you. 2 cards. Spirit of the Pumpkin and Spirit of the Anchor. Pumpkin talks about harvest, autumn, and midnight. We've got some seasons coming, and then invest, solid, and stable. So I'm gonna say somewhere between fall through winter is when that stability of that home is gonna come through for you. It's really cool. All right. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I started shuffling, and they're like, no, we're all done. All right. So now we're gonna go into this new deck that I have. It's called Clarifying Life Situations. It's kind of a slippery deck, so just bear with me. It's not an easy deck to work with. I wish that people that make tarot cards chose better, but to each their own. I understand why it's slippery. It's easier to shuffle, but it's difficult to hold on to. So anyways, Capricorn energy, what do we need to clarify? Take precautions, absolutely. Remain vigilant and receptive, learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journeys. Right. So every time something happens, find a way to write it down, jot it, note it, just get it out of your mind so you know where it's at. So then later, you know, when you're feeling low and you feel like you haven't made any progress, you can go back to those notes or those journal entries and be like, oh my God, I used to do this, this, and this, and I don't do that anymore because it doesn't feel right, and I feel so much better that I don't. Okay, maybe I have made a few steps forward or progress. Steady progress. Move with deliberate care and patience, and attentiveness guide you. And attentiveness guides you to thoughtful achievement.